Scenario-based training, interactivity, and purposeful animation. These are three ingredients that make the goal of highly effective training achievable. My name's Jonathan Miller, and in this video we'll look at a template that I use to make those things easier and learn how you can get that template for free. What you're watching now is that template in action. Now let's dive into the guts of it. Diving into this template, the first thing you'll see is on the base layer, I have the image that I had to create to make animating that progress bar possible, and it's just a rectangle with a cutout right here. I created it in Adobe Illustrator. There's a ton of different ways you can do it. It's included in this template though. If you want to use it for something else, you can just right click here and select export picture. Be sure to save it as a PNG to maintain that transparency in the progress bar part of it. Now, all of these pieces are contained in one slide. The first layer right here is the introduction to the scenario. You're going to give them the overview of the scenario that you're working with and ask this question, what should you do? How should you handle this? How are we going to move forward? Scenario title. From here, you click continue. First slide, on this side, you've got these items here that are kind of grayed out. I'm going to hide those for a second. Those are activated using layers. This is where you're going to input the question that you're asking about the scenario and then give the two answers. And I've got them labeled here, which is the correct answer and which is the distractor. The triggers on the right-hand side, when those fire, that's what's going to change the state of both the distractor feedback and the feedback for the correct answer. For me, the best way to work with those feedback shapes is to either turn them on or off using the eyeball icon right here. So I'll turn on the correct one, enter the correct feedback, turn it off, turn on the incorrect one, enter the distractor feedback or the incorrect feedback, and then turn them both back on. Make sure you turn them both back on, otherwise they are not going to display when your user selects an answer, and the whole thing is not going to function correctly. So if we go into states here, you can kind of see how that works. I've just got a normal state and the initial state is hidden. The trigger changes these feedback items to normal when the answer is selected by your user. When the user clicks this X icon we created, that is where the trigger is fired for the progress bar animation. And you can see I've created that animation with motion paths. From there, the next couple layers is just rinse and repeat the question. The answers are buried back in there. You've got your feedback to enter. We've got space here for 4 questions. You can always adjust things to enter more if you need to. And then the summation page where you can give them your summary of the scenario, what went wrong, however you want to handle that. So that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to share this template with you folks and make it available to you. Now, as you know, I'm a big fan of quality quizzes and knowledge checks because that's where we can really solidify the knowledge that we're trying to transfer to our learners, and I think this template is just a great way to facilitate that. The template is available for download on my website. There's a link down in the description. Be sure and leave some comments. Let me know what you think, how that can be improved, and what you're using it for. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.